And we are back.
Hi.
Hello, hello.
Okay.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hello to all of these playing persons in
We
the
are
chat.
the Trash Heroes. Hero of
We are
Trash.
heroes of trashing for the make of Dungeons and or Dragons. We will dunge the dragons and drag the dungeon. Right. So, assassins attacking the players.
Yeah, who said
You're all
anything about
standing-
assassins?
Yeah, you're all standing within some sort of. I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe this isn't assassins. Maybe someone just accidentally threw a poison sphere at you guys
And directly
shot
at Tromlin.
with a dart gun.
This is the worst surprise party I've been invited to. Not invited to,
That's
I should
right.
say.
We're obviously just
these
on
decorations,
someone's prank
man.
stream.
Yeah. We are the guests
so
of
the-
honor at this murder fest.
The top of the order will see Tromlin beginning. I'm double checking if you have to make another save at the start of your turn. Yes, you do. Start of your turn, so please make another Constitution saving throw for the poison gas.
Yee.
Do I have any inspiration left?
You do.
Yep. You are full
I'm
up,
using
actually.
He
I'm
spent
using
one
one.
last. He spent one last time that you.
Oh, heck, I didn't mark that.
But he's got two more, so you're using another one.
Yep.
Tell me what your roll is.
That would be a 19.
Okay,
That's
that
better.
will do it. So you take half damage again. Let me roll.
That made still knocked me unconscious.
Yee.
Well, last time it was 20.
Do love when they take out the healer first. That's great.
Last time it was 20 and half damage was 10. This time I am rolling not as good, so maybe it won't be as bad. Math. 4, 8, 12, 13, 18, so 9. Not a lot worse, but
Okay, so I have 7 points left.
so you
Out of
took
43.
9 damage. That's it for that saving throw, and you are able to go ahead and do whatever you're doing.
Well, I'm gonna fucking heal myself first off.
That seems like an appropriate thing to do.
Actually, no, I'm gonna do prayer of healing. I'm casting at 3rd level.
Okay.
So that will be 3d8 plus my spell modifier.
Which is 4.
Up to 6 creatures, so the whole party.
Yep.
Alright, let me roll 3d8. Hold on.
And yeah, within 30 feet, which covers all of you. Oh, sorry. This is an out of combat spell. This is a casting time of 10 minutes.
Oh, well then fuck that. I guess I'm not doing that at all.
Yeah, that's a heal the group between encounters
Mhm.
power.
That, never mind.
I also have a question, actually. Very, very important ones. Am I a pretty sheep?
You've
but
got.
also,
I'm picturing that you've still got like whatever like product that Morgan had to like color the hair or like bows or ribbons. It's just all there in the wool.
Weren't you like a sheep-like satyr, or we were like a more mountain goat?
mountain goat.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah. And yeah, there
it's
are
extra insulting.
different stats for like domestic and wild rams. So it says to use goats if it's a wild ram, and the sheep if it's a domesticated sheep.
It would be a
Very
domestic
important.
sheep.
Also, 4 hit points. So am I just like down? I don't know how polymorph works. So if I took 10 damage,
Oh,
would I
right.
be unconscious, or would I just like poof
No,
and be on
when
the
you
ground?
when you take all of the damage as a polymorphed creature, you return to your normal shape. So I'll just say that happens this round. So we'll wait till your turn. But basically,
Okay.
for now, you turned into a sheep, but you're a sheep in a poison sphere, and it's not great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Randy, your turn.
Yes.
You are
what's
within
my-
this 20-foot. So you know that the damage you just took came from that poison sphere that you're within.
Alright, well,
Just, you know.
first, I like to cure my wounds.
Yep.
What's my spellcasting modifier?
+4.
Okay. Oh shit, that's not
So
bad.
you're just going to do a straight up cure wounds
At 3rd level.
3rd level. Yeah.
That is really good. That would be a 27 points back.
So that's 3d8
Yep.
plus
So
4.
I'm back up to 34.
Nice. That's damn near max roll.
Yeah. I'm going to Misty Step
I
out
figured.
of the.
Out of
Is
the
there like
cloud.
a ledge or something I can be on, or
Um,
balcony nearby?
what is the range? 30 feet. You can
Yep.
get up on the left side. The roof is too high. On the right side, it is not. So on the right side, you can be on the roof basically.
All right. I'm
It's
going.
only like a story. It's like basically about 20 feet from where you're standing, 25 maybe most, and you're on the roof.
All right. I'm going to do that.
Okay, so that's your action to cast and a bonus action to get up there. Because
I'm also
Misty
yelling
Step's
to
a
the
bonus.
party, get out of the fucking sphere.
Seems like a good plan.
And do I see where they're at?
Make me an investigation roll. I'll let you do this as a free glance, but roll it as an investigation. Yeah,
That's not good.
or perception. Either one I'm happy with.
Okay, perception is definitely better for me.
Yeah,
It's a +1 versus a +7.
yeah, it's quite a jump.
Yeah, that's a 21.
So you don't see anybody specifically, but you do know what direction at least the poison cloud attack came from, because you saw the glass sphere dropping from the left side. So basically, across the narrow street from you is a row of buildings, or like it's basically that sort of medieval housing thing where all of the buildings are like right up against each other and there's no gaps a lot down the street. So it's basically just a continuous row. It's about a story taller on that side, so you can't quite see up over the lip of the roof. You vaguely think maybe you saw a shape moving or something moving up there, but you know that's where that glass sphere came down from. Someone basically came to the edge of the roof and threw it down like a ninja smoke bomb, except full of poison, to land amongst the group. And so you have a rough idea of where that came from.
Okay. All right.
Next up is Morgan. So Morgan, you initially, whether you make your saving throw or not for the poison this round, you immediately poof. You basically die as a sheep,
Oh my
and
god.
you poof, and you're back to your normal self, lying on the cobbles in this poisonous cloud. What would
If you
you like
die
to
as a
do?
sheep, do you die in real life?
No, it turns out is the answer.
Oh my goodness.
I had to
I
grab a
swear,
drink, but carry on.
I have my double ones have to be because I took the horns off my headphones. It has to
Your
be
lucky
exactly what's
horns.
going on now. Ooh, okay. My plan is to twin a vortex. Is it?
Vortex warp.
Yeah, on Ugna and old man here.
Ugna also has the owlbear with her, who is probably
You
not
can
got a lot of
you
hit
can
points
leave me
left.
behind. I'm fine.
I'm resistant to poison, and I can magically move if I need to. So I say
No,
leave me behind.
I don't
I
know that
plan-
Morgan knows that.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I plan to twin spell that so I can get the both of them to a safer location.
Yes, but that leaves the owlbear behind, who will almost certainly die.
Yeah.
And you
Is
know for a
owl-
fact Una will lose her shit.
Oh, her entire shit.
Save
I'm double
Ugna and
checking.
Owlbear. I'll be
Am I
good.
within reach of owlbear?
He's like Ugna's like
Uh,
walking him
you
like a
have to be-
dog. So if you're beside Ugna, then yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about like a misty step, can you take someone with a misty step? I don't think you can.
I was
No.
thinking dimension door.
Mm.
You're within like movement of all of these guys.
Dimension door, I can only take one person though. That's why I was thinking a twin spell. Like dimension door, I have to take another person through. I can't let other people use it by themselves.
Yeah. So
that's
you're
why
gonna
I was
have to pick
thinking-
someone to leave behind here. Neither Ugna nor Copernicus looks particularly worse for wear. So it's up to you who you want to take and who you want to leave.
Yeah, I've also got an action, and I know what I'm doing with it, so I think I'll be
Trey
okay.
Owlbear looks bloodied.
Yeah, he's all like little owlbear coughs.
Yep. Actually, no, this is a good point to roll something that I should have established a while ago. Roll me a perception check for Morgan. Wow, your birds are losing their minds.
I have no idea what's going on.
That's a 1.
Most likely. So what
Another
usually
one?
happens...
That's another fucking 1, bro.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Yep.
I'm going to let you re-roll that, partly because this is over an extended period of time.
Good lord. All right, let's find a new one. Not a new dice.
new die,
Sorry,
yeah.
a new dice. All right.
Yeah,
all right,
don't
I'm
say
gonna
don't say
roll
one.
over here.
Don't say one.
Those dice do not like you tonight.
That's a 9 on that one.
Is that with the +6?
Oh no, that'd be 15 then. Yeah.
Okay, so 15. That's good enough. You have noticed over time a thing that all of the party members have noticed, with the possible exception of Ugna, which is, despite his very not great attempts to hide it, the fact that Copernicus, actually, I'm not sure which of the ones you've noticed. Copernicus does not eat, he does not drink, he does not sleep, and he does not breathe.
Mm-hmm.
You probably haven't
yeah.
noticed the sleep because you're not really around him when he would. I don't think there's been a lot of opportunities for Morgan to be around Copernicus when you would expect him to be sleeping. And it's that whole thing where old people are always up, and you're like, oh, he never seems to sleep. So Morgan probably does not know that.
Mm-hmm.
But the breathing thing can be kind of hard to hide at times.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you have noticed in the past that Copernicus does not particularly seem to draw breath.
I think
Use that as you will for making your decision here.
I think I'm going to void warp the baby. And send it. What is the range of that? 90 feet?
Yep. And also Ugna, or just the owlbear?
I'm not sure. I think only like one creature for void.
Yeah. So you're not twinning it then. You're just casting it on one creature.
I think I will twin it, and then if I can use my jump spell or my jump boots.
Yeah.
Then I'll be using that to get out of the way.
So your movement with like your boots of jumping will give you quite the distance. Are you like leaping up to the rooftop like where Tromlin went?
Yeah.
Okay. And
I love that we had the same plan, because I was going to do exactly that on my turn.
And you're taking trade there, or putting him elsewhere?
I think I'll put him farther away. Because if they have more area of effect things.
Yeah.
I'm going to put him at the maximum 90.
Sounds good.
He's going to land on somebody's little balcony. Sorry, whoever that is.
Sounds good. Next up is Ugna. First thing, roll your saving throw.
All right. Whew, I'm getting a new die. That's nope. That is a grand total of 8, and I have a +6.
Wow. Are you gonna take it?
Yeah.
18 damage.
All right, I can take that. I am still looking okay.
And now it's up to you to do what you do.
Well, I am
He's
still.
on the roof as well.
Trey and I, like, with my leash in hand, we're just like warped. Oh, okay, so I don't take that.
Damage. Spread damage. I forgot. You did say you were twinning the spell, so no, you're already.
We've warped out of there, and I'm be like, whoa, what
so
the
you don't
hell?
even have to make the saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it on Ugna and realized that
meant Trey was going along too.
Bear was gonna be stuck, so I was like,
yeah.
I better.
Sorry,
Better twin it.
Copernicus. And I just like twin. I was like aiming
Yep.
at Copernicus, and the void thing was happening. And then I saw the baby, and I was like,
But baby!
again.
Yeah. Baby or old man who has lived too long and stolen life from the clutches of death.
Also,
Maybe.
let's be real. More than likely, Morgan knows if she doesn't save the baby, she's never getting to touch that.
Okay, so
All right.
Una, you don't
I'm
have to take the damage. And
Taking
on that
stock
roof-
for half a second because I'm not where I was
I thought
seconds
it was
ago.
already very clear. As much as she is a
Yeah.
slut, Hooters before Hooters. Like
True, true.
she might be
So
a
you
slut,
are-
but it's always Hooters before Hooters. Like
So you're on the rooftop with Morgan and Tromlin.
And Trey.
No,
he's
Trey is
further
on a
away.
balcony, like
Right.
a ways down, back down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maximum 90.
Yeah.
Or 90 foot range.
Cool. I'm confused. I'm just gonna get in front of both of them, like shove them both behind me, and get my hammer out. Start looking
Okay.
around.
Just like-
So hold an action.
Bent over, heaving like, oh, that.
Oh no. I am using my intercept fighting style if I need to.
You
just
do.
prevented like 40 damage to the party, by the way.
Yes.
So,
Thank
like, hella
you.
turn, by the way.
Hella turn.
Another dart is
Okay.
being shot from the shadows across, and now that you don't have other distractions, you can see roughly where it comes from. A dark shape on the rooftop across the street. A dart shoots out, which will hit Tromlin.
Nope.
However, yeah,
Intercept is my reaction.
so you can use your reaction to intercept. I believe. How does that work
Yeah.
exactly?
It
Or do you
gives
have that
me
right?
reduced damage to one target within 5 feet by 1d10 plus 3. But in this
Okay,
case,
you're
I
gonna
think it's
reduce-
I just take the dart. I like step directly in front of it. Because I'm not sure how it would work.
Yeah, I
Otherwise-
will let you spend an inspiration to make it work that way.
Sure.
Because it's weird that it's partial damage. I mean,
Yeah.
it is how this works. It's meant to reduce the damage.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know that's dumb because of like, you get hit with an axe and it does 20 damage. But
Yeah.
you take only 13 of it, and you take 7 because of the interception somehow. Like I don't know, the axe.
Yeah,
breaks
I don't know
in two
how it would
and-
go. The
I got-
dart hits Tromlin, but I take damage somehow. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Do you take damage for intercepts? I thought that it just gets reduced by that much. It's
Yeah,
like
it just
you're
gets
slashing
reduced. Yeah.
I think it's like you're slashing a projectile out of the air or an attack out of the air.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
It hits the,
Or
it
like
hits the
putting a
stand.
shield up
Let's-
to take the sword a little bit.
Let's have Tromlin roll the saving throw and see how much damage it would have been.
Okay.
I will hold off on the inspiration save then.
I failed. I got a 9.
Ooh.
Okay. So the question is, would that get goosed or no?
Unless I roll inspiration to redo it.
Is someone
Well, you
failing
you only
a
have
spell
one
within
left,
my
so
line of
like-
sight?
Sorry?
I don't think someone's failing a roll in my line of sight.
If you're thinking silver barbs, that's the opposite. You use it when people make a roll to make
Yeah.
a new roll. Not when it fails.
I'm still up for spending an inspiration to take the dart on Tromlin's behalf.
Well, roll how much damage you could reduce this by. Tromlin just did a heal, so he's actually got
Yeah.
quite a few hit points.
Yeah, but also remember, I almost lost
5.
all my hit points before I even
Yeah.
got an action. this whole
That's
game.
8. That's 8 hit points only, which I don't think will do it. Because it's only 1d10. Plus 3.
So Tromlin would be taking 28 points of damage from this dart. Your
That would-
intercept will reduce that by 8, so it becomes 20. Which
mean,
should
that
leave
means that-
Tromlin still up because you healed yourself for more than that.
It leaves me at 14.
So the dart hits Tromlin, but somehow you intercept and take part of the damage because that's the weird D&D thing.
Yeah.
So that's 8 damage to, or sorry, you reduce the damage, right?
I reduce
You
the
don't
damage.
take
I don't take any.
Okay. So Trauma takes 8 less damage. He takes 20 total, and is still up.
Yep. But
you
that is just
saw the
that's my
direction of that
reaction,
attack.
not a
Correct.
not my
that's a
actions.
reaction. That's
So
not
I
a
still get
reaction.
movement and my attacks.
No, you already.
No,
Oh, sorry.
I have done nothing this
that
turn.
attack didn't happen yet. I, for
Yeah.
some reason, thought you'd already done your action.
No,
You go before that happens.
no, I said I was holding my action though, so that can happen.
Oh, that's why I did that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so that happens, and then you were holding your action, so now you.
And so I have my entire action. I saw where that's coming from. It's a
Yep.
different rooftop, but I have Boots of Leaping,
wanna
or
leap
Frog
over there?
superpowers. I already have my hammer out, and I'm gonna leap over there and smash the
Athletics.
hell out of these guys.
Roll your athletics
Mm-hmm.
to get your ass over there.
Jesus Christ. 18 plus 11.
Yep, that'll do it. Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
full on
29.
superhero
29 is pretty
leap
good.
over here.
I don't know. It might be a 30 target. No.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. You Hulk leap across the alley,
yeah.
and as you come down, there's like a figure wrapped in all black with like black soot all over it. Like all you can really see is eyes in this shape, and some kind of long tube that he's holding, and he sort of like leaps back as you land in front of him. But that was just your movement.
I have several actions now.
Would you like to do something with
Yep.
them?
What is their DC to hit? I have rolled 2 attacks.
Well, it's it is a armor class, right? So
Yep.
just tell me what you rolled.
Well, my low roll is a
Oh, yeah.
16,
Well, that'll hit.
and the other one's a dirty 20.
That'll also hit.
All right. Well, let's roll some damage. I also have... Oh, Jesus. So one of those was a 10 on a D10. One of them's a 5.
Nice.
And am I spending my class points on these? I'm very angry at these dudes. So I'm also going to add one of these. So the first attack is 16 plus another 7.
23
23.
damage.
23 damage.
Okay. Then
And the
second
second one... 16.
So that's 39 damage you've already
Yep.
done to this thing. This person or creature.
I have
Yeah, crunch.
another attack.
Yeah, well, why don't you use that other attack? I take it. Sorry, was that your primary and offhand attack then for that first one?
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry. I
So
just knew you
now-
rolled 2, and I was like, isn't that already 2 attacks?
Now I
so
get my-
rolling.
Extra attack.
Yep. Okay,
Sure, those both hit. Those are better rolls than last time.
you only get one.
Oh, that's
You can
right.
only use the bonus action once.
Yeah, so one of them, either one of them hits. It doesn't matter which one I rolled first.
Okay, and damage.
Yep. And another 17 damage.
Okay, that's a very dead person.
Good.
So you come crashing down, hammer first,
Yep.
smash, stab, and then you hit him again with the hammer, and he just goes pitching right like.
Yeah,
you
let's call that my throwing attack. And I just
Yeah,
gulf him off of the roof.
Yeah, your first hit, you crush him down. He crumples below you. You stab him with the short sword, and then gulf him right off the roof, and he just goes whoop, 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 and lands somewhere far down below in a heap.
Yep.
You see various other shapes and shadows fleeing from you.
I have been roaring this entire
Yeah, I
time,
bet
dude.
you
Just
do.
this like.
No one else here is doing anything else. They are fleeing.
Yep.
And next up is Copernicus. Copernicus, start with the saving throw.
It's a failure.
So you take another 10 damage because you're still resistant.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 9 damage. But I already rolled this one, and it was an 18. So you take half 9.
Yeah.
And what would you like to do? You see this,
so-
you see this shape crash to the ground in a crumpled heap of black fabric.
Well, I think the first thing Perny does is like, look out, smoke grenade! And then he looks around and realizes that everybody has already
Yeah.
moved in activity, and Ugna has killed the assassin.
The random couple who were caught at the edge are already dead.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And all
seriously?
of you have left. So there's you're literally, there's no one here to hear your warning, other than three dead bodies, and everyone else is on the roof.
Can I spare the dying on the couple?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, all right.
That's
I'm gonna
awesome.
do one. I'll do one
Nice.
spare the dying, to start, and then I'll do the next one next turn. But Bernie's on the lookout for. Actually, how much? No, because they're gonna fail. They're gonna auto fail their saving throws every turn they're in this. So I will spare the dying, and then can I, with movement, like maybe drag one of them clear?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So the one that I've spared is the one I'll leave. I'll pull the other one clear to start.
Go ahead and roll your vampire hit points.
Nice,
Oh,
right.
Spare the dying. On
Yeah.
I just straight 10 HP, so I get 10 back.
Nice.
So I was genuinely trying to do this as like a moral person,
Yeah.
but I totally forget there's a kickback.
Yep.
It's-
And we're basically out of combat at this point.
Yeah.
Because
No, there is one thing I want to do for those motherfuckers get away.
Mm-hmm.
what you want to do?
So can I see where they're at?
Not really. You can roll me. Or sorry, you already rolled the investigation. I guess you can roll me a perception or investigation, and we'll see how you do over the general stealth roll I got here.
1d20.
That's pretty good.
I am absolutely using my last inspiration. I don't give a shit.
Go ahead, but I'll tell you, you're aiming for a 23 here.
Ooh. You may
I
wanna
have
hold on to
more
that.
than made it.
All right.
Okay.
I rolled. I got 25.
Then you see some fleeing shapes
Okay, good.
along the edge of the rooftop. You can kind of just
Are
make
they
out.
within 90 feet?
Yeah, momentarily. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Zapping
casting
somebody?
Sleep at a 3rd level spell.
Suspect I know what you're doing.
Sleep.
Sleep. I
Nice.
can basically. There's no saving throw.
Yeah.
I knock
I'm
out.
just double checking the total number you need. So roll the 5d8 hit points worth.
No. I'm casting at 3rd level. It's 98.
Oh. All right. 98. Let's see
I'm-
what you got.
I am pissed.
Also, that keeps some of them alive, so you can ask them questions.
Well,
Yep.
exactly.
Because I did not do that
Exactly,
even
yeah.
slightly.
Hold on. Let me do some math.
If you just tell me the numbers, I'll add it up.
All right. Well,
It's faster.
you know what? I'm going to do it through like I think that auto adds it because it makes it easier.
Cool.
Then oh shit. 52 points of damage.
They don't
That is
have
enough.
that much,
Yeah,
as
that's
I
enough-
found
that's
out.
enough well, you did 56, but still, that was enough to kill one of them. That's enough to drop one of them for sure.
Okay.
Because it's more than one. It's not enough to do two of them's full hit points, but it's enough to do one of them. So one of these shapes that you can just make out, that's enough to see. They basically have the equivalent of cover, right? Because you can only just see them, but you don't need anything more than that to cast the sleep spell. So one of them kind of pitches down and falls asleep. I'm gonna roll to see if he stays on the roof though. That would be a little problematic for him if he falls asleep in such a way that he rolls off the 3rd story building. No, he's okay. So he pitches onto the roof somewhere. You can't see where he is, but you just cast a sleep spell on him, so you assume he's asleep. And the others are just generally fleeing.
Fuck 'em.
Shall I Are we good to jump out of
Yeah,
combat?
that's. I just wanted to make sure I got one of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
Good.
will point out that the dead one is not useless.
No.
No,
Oh,
definitely
right.
You do
not.
Oh, yeah.
you can question the dead.
Making sure I
Um,
still have.
That spell.
Or did you ditch that spell? I don't think you did.
Speak with dead. Yeah, still got it. 3rd level. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take him too.
It's creepy
pretty
and
sure you did.
thematic.
Well, and also far better because the live guy can attempt to resist attempts to get him to say stuff. The dead one can't.
Yeah, but Trauma has some other issues right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Living one.
Understood.
I'm gonna go find
Understood.
the guy.
So actually, Ugna can find him very quickly. So first of all, they all scatter. You all kind of, initially are
Try and
not
leap after them and-
certain that the danger has passed.
Yeah.
You can see below that the gas is slowly dissipating and disappearing. Copernicus, you drag these 2 people as far away from the gas as you can. Get like another spare the dying. Make sure that they're not dead. And then you're just kind of like standing around in this street with 2 stable but dying, or whatever, maybe not dying anymore, but stable and down people, and a crumpled dead body in black robes.
We've missed
and then
another wild magic roll, at least with the twin.
Sorry?
We've missed another wild magic roll too with the twin spell.
Oh, right. I totally forgot. Twin spell. I rolled for your spell cast, but I forgot about the twin. Yeah, go ahead and give me a percentile roll.
4 and a 5.
You are now levitating.
Nice.
You're just sort of
It's very
hovering,
useful.
Like you basically turn around, check to make sure everyone around you is okay, and you kind of take a couple tentative steps, like you back up to get a better view, and then you look down and realize that you're hovering in the air over top of the street, and no longer standing on the roof.
I see you know how to do the walking on sunshine. Meditation walk.
Morgan has to like test it out and finds out that she can get lower by like toggling the joystick and just the wiggle. As
Yeah,
it
you sort of
goes
like
down
lowering
like an
yourself
air
down
slide,
slowly.
like an air slide, just like relying
Yep.
on a tiny amount of gravity.
I think we can postpone our visit to the Countess in order to,
Get these people.
yeah, squared away.
Are there any more of them out there?
If only we had some kind of torture chamber that was very private.
First thing I am doing is I'm making sure there's no capsules in his mouth to bite down on.
Yeah.
So first of all, so you're way far away from that guy. You're on a different roof. So we just kind of started with immediate aftermath.
I will cast
Copernicus
another
is like
Misty
look
Step.
up. But Ugna, on this other roof, looking around in the dark, you can't see much. You strike your flint on your torch, and you immediately see the crumpled sleeping form of one of these guys on the roof, and you can just go and grab him.
Yeah, I'll just grab him, swing him over my shoulder.
Yeah, and then jump down along with the others.
Looking around for any others, and I'm going, Trey! Trey!
You can see, because you're on the higher roof, you can see down on the other roof where the rest of the party is. Trey is there with them.
Oh, good. Then I will jump down.
Actually, by them, I mean it's just Tromlin now, because...
Oh, right.
Because
everyone else is
Morgan
flying.
hovering
I won't
down
jump.
towards the
I will
street.
walk down. I will just walk off the edge of the roof and then horizontally, or vertically down to where they are.
And maybe halfway down, jump across to grab Trey.
Yeah.
And then walk down with Owlbear back in the Bjorn, sleeping guy over your shoulder.
On my shoulder. And they're hovering out in the alleyway, and I'm just standing there perpendicular to them.
So Tromlin, when you poof back down to the street level, there's these 2 unconscious people that Copernicus has cast Spare the Dying on. Just 2 random people who were in the alleyway.
Bernie has
Good.
a soft spot for couples. He just likes it when people are
Oh.
in love.
I'm glad you did it, honestly.
So I
Yeah.
think Bernie would ask, like, is there anything you can do for them? They didn't
I
deserve
will
it.
happily include them on my ritual healing, but I need to address this piece of shit first. I'm going.
Morgan's gonna be on her phone. On her stone.
You're
I'm
calling
Got attacked.
Fidenza?
Yeah. Got attacked. This location. We need somewhere safe and private.
I'm checking his mouth for anything he bite down to poison himself.
Roll me an investigation check.
Fuck. That's not a good one for me.
I'll give the help action on that.
Nice.
Does it give me
How are you helping? Like, are you, because you're better at that.
I think Bernie's just helping search and
Yeah, if you're better at it, you should do it.
Yeah, you should do it.
Yeah, so in that case, because you've got a +7 to investigation.
I got a
So-
+1. You
Yeah,
should do it.
so
I'll help you.
exactly. So Copernicus roll with advantage for an investigation check.
That's a dirty 20.
And you actually have medicine, which kind of makes a bigger deal here. Roll me a medicine as well, just so I have a baseline on that.
Do I have medicine? Maybe I can help on that.
I don't think you do.
I don't have
Just
it. I have a
checking.
+4, but I don't have it.
That's just because you have a high wisdom. Yeah.
Not so hot on the medicine with a 9.
With the bonus or without?
9, I rolled a 4 and I have a +5 for a 9.
Okay.
And I assume I bonuses or help.
So you're feeling around in his mouth, and you definitely feel one of his teeth is weird. It has a strange texture, but you're not sure what to
Take
do
that out
about it.
then. Better. Do we just take it out? We'll find out what it is later.
So how are you doing that? Or like with a knife, with like a
Yeah, I'll get the.
you
I'll
can
get the.
try
have
it
a
with your
better-
fingers.
I have a
Trauma,
better idea.
Can you cover
Ugna?
me?
I was like, Ugna, can you pull his teeth out?
Oh,
Just the
yeah.
one- just the one.
Why?
I will cast Lesser Restoration and remove his poisoned if I have to, but I want his fucking teeth out.
Okay.
How many of them do you want?
Well, so this was the issue: is that if you just break that. That's what the medicine roll was for. If you just break the tooth, it's going to do
Yeah.
the exact same thing as if he bit down on it.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. That's a good point.
But-
I'm gonna cast Death Ward on him right now. I'm casting Death Ward on him right now.
But also,
can't die without my
Tromlin is
permission.
there. Tromlin is ready with the Lesser Restoration to neutralize the poison. That's the important
Right,
thing,
yeah.
Yeah.
right. Let me just double check. Lesser Restoration can do that.
It can remove a poison status.
Yeah, but that's if it just removes this. Yeah, it's just the condition though. That's not going to actually stop the poison.
Oh, okay, well,
if it's a
yeah.
damaged poison,
I'll
there
do-
is a
I'll do the Death
neutralized
Ward for
poison
that.
spell. There's also a neutralized poison spell. So, like you got some like. I'm happy to say that Tromlin can kind of like do a little praying, little creative praying, and go, hey, Lady Luck, can I swap out a neutralized poison spell? Because you can cast neutralized poison. That's like a 3rd level spell, I think.
Maybe?
Double checking. Yeah, it's a 2nd level spell, and it's a cleric
Okay, yeah,
spell.
I'll do that.
You absolutely
Nice.
can do that.
All right, that's fine. I'll do that.
It only neutralizes the poison for an hour, but that gives you an hour, and that
Yeah.
assumes that it stays in his system too. If you don't know.
Yeah, what would I roll to try and get the tooth out intact?
Oh, well, actually,
well,
wait.
medicine was the roll, and it was already failed.
Yeah.
Right, so it's already been broken.
No, just that Copernicus failed his medicine roll, so he's not sure how to remove this tooth.
Okay,
without-
hold on.
Which is why I
Reckon
was
it.
saying, do you want to like use a knife? Do you want to like, which is
Give me a second. Let me see. Oh, would any of my thieves' tools help?
Picklocks this guy's tooth.
yeah. You
Well,
really
I
need
mean-
dental tools.
I remove traps. It's a trap.
Yeah, that's true.
I would say I would let you make like a remove traps roll with disadvantage to make an attempt on this.
All right, what is it? What do I roll?
So you're rolling a thieves' tools use. I'm gonna say it's Dex based, so you're rolling a +6.
All guidance.
That's not bad, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So roll twice because you're rolling with disadvantage, but Morgan is giving you a plus 1d4.
Oh,
I'm gonna help by holding his head very still.
Oh
Yeah, that's
shit!
not gonna
Okay.
really
So
help
my
with the
lower
actual-
one, before Morgan's, is a dirty 20.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
very nice.
So yeah, you managed to do it. You managed to you play around with a tooth, like you've got the long sort of lock picking tools that you're kind of wiggling it and trying to figure out where it connects, and you manage to kind of get like a little pop, and it comes out of the socket, and it's basically like um, a little like pewter capsule that's just been jammed into an empty dry socket, and you get it out intact.
All right, I'm
And
putting that in my pouch. I'm
Yep.
now washing his face so I can see who the fuck he is.
He starts to wake up when you pull that out. It does enough like pain to him
Good.
to break the sleep, and he'll come around. But Ugna's holding him.
All right.
And as soon as that happens, he starts trying to bite down.
Yep.
But the tooth is missing, so it doesn't do anything.
I tell him, "Oh, honey, we removed that. You're not gonna get out of that this easy." I wash his face, then I'm gonna break one of his fucking fingers.
Let's go somewhere private first.
Tromblin has absolutely lost his shit.
Yeah.
Bernie's gonna cast Death Ward on the prisoner and on Tromlin, just using up his 2 spell slots.
Okay.
And then I think
So-
he's gonna be like, let's get somewhere
Let's-
out of the way.
So what's happening? Is Tromlin
Well, we're
is Tromlin
dragging.
allowing himself to be soothed in that way, or is he going ahead and breaking fingers?
I would. I trust
Okay.
Bernie.
We've also got a dead body. We should maybe not be on the street.
Yeah, let's take them both with us.
Yeah.
Also, you haven't done your healing yet, and there's still 2 people lying there.
Oh yeah, let me cure
Okay.
these 2 people. Like, let me roll. Like, I'll do. base
So
level.
now that you've basically, once you got the tooth out and he comes around, Copernicus convinces you to kind of like wait on the interrogation, and Ugna is going to like restrain him.
Yeah, I've like
he's
stuffed
got
a
the
sock in
therapy.
his mouth, and I'm got him wrapped as you can go, because I have the grappler feet.
I
I
hope
got 10 and
that y'all
7
could-
on healing the elk couple.
On what? What are you rolling?
Cure wounds.
Oh, I thought you were just casting your. I thought you were doing your ritual.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Sorry, never mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Haha, just kidding.
Yeah. So
It's 10 minutes,
your
but we spend
ritual-
10 minutes getting everybody together.
That's the point.
Yeah.
But it will also cure everyone, right?
Yeah.
I
So you
really
can
hope that-
cure up to 6 targets.
Yes.
We'll do this in a little side alley, I think. We'll drag
So
Yeah.
that would include those 2 people, and so you got to pick one target not to hit out of your group of 4, the 2 unconscious people, and
I'm at
Trey the
full
owlbear.
I'm at full HP.
I haven't been.
So
in-
Perny.
I was a sheep, and then I jumped out of there.
You're
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
So you
Trey
don't
needs it.
I mean, I know. And the trace.
Copernicus is
down.
down. Copernicus is down. Oh, you cast Spirit Dying on the other person, right?
Yeah, so I took 20 and
Forgot.
regained 20, so I'm.
Yeah, I
Alright,
forgot. I
so-
forgot you did a second.
Morgan is fine. I will leave Morgan out.
So you don't need to hit. In fact, you got more than enough. You can hit yourself, Ugna, Trey, and these 2 people, and that's everyone you need to hit. Everyone else is fully undamaged.
Everyone's getting 14 points back.
Woo, thank you.
Nice.
I really hope that y'all could also hear the sirens in the background while this is going on. It's just perfect and hilarious.
Oh, can you guys hear sirens?
I can hear
No,
the
no.
sirens in the background of somebody's.
Oh, that's
me.
Lane then. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's we lived in the hospital. Usually it doesn't pick it up. I'm kind of surprised.
I think it was a perfect time to pick it up.
I am moving down the street from a fire station, by the way, in 3
Ooh.
weeks. So
Cool.
let's do it. Sirens all the
That's what it
time.
is.
All the time.
You'll just have to go over to Jeff.
Yeah.
Just have the 2 of
He'll be
you.
walking distance. So.
Yeah.
Ah, so nice.
Nice.
So nice.
So,
Oh, buddy.
first of all, so Tromlin begins casting this ritual. Ugna, while you are grappling this guy up and going to shove this in his mouth, he croaks hoarsely, since he's his mouth got some mouth trauma, but he hoarsely croaks Guild protection, and as you jam the cloth in his
And
mouth.
I just glower down at him and I'm like, we'll see if you deserve it.
And
I'm away from them, comforting Trey.
Aw,
Comforting
good
Trey,
boy.
comforting myself by petting Trey. And be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is so gross. My people don't do this."
roll
We
an
look
animal
like
handling check.
we've done this before, cause like we grab the bodies, we duck down a dark alley, we like remove this guy's tooth.
Oh yeah.
Yep. It's quite.
I rolled
creepy.
a 3.
Aw.
You
Eaten bit.
take.
Does he nip you?
Yeah, you take 8 damage through the process of generally trying to comfort the owlbear.
I mean, owlbear.
Yeah, he's a baby.
He's still an owlbear. He's
He's
a baby owlbear, so his
teething.
damage rolls are
Putting-
lower, but they're still there.
Putting owl and owlbear.
Yeah.
And well, actually, that happens before the ritual's done. So where there was an extra person, so
Yeah.
you can just be fine. You're back
Yep.
to normal by the time trauma's done healing. At the end of the ritual, the couple are gonna like get up and be like, "Oh, what happened? Oh God! Oh, who are you
It's
people?"
fine. You're safe. You're safe. Just go home. Don't worry about it.
They clutch each other and like take off down the alley.
If anyone asks, it was the bull trees who tried to kill you. All right, off you go.
You will get response from Lady Pudenza that there is a house 2 blocks from you. That if you go there and knock on the door and say the right code to the person who answers the door, that you can there should be a parlor there you can use.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get us there quickly and stealthily.
Quickly and quietly.
You convey this to the group.
Yeah.
That's great. Let's go.
Yep, let's stealth it.
And I'm gonna stuff up the ears of our prisoner, also so he doesn't hear the password or whatever.
What are you doing with the dead guy? Is he being left behind?
No, we're taking.
We're taking him. I'm gonna weekend at Bernie's him.
Okay, well you're kind of
I can.
guess some-
Tromlin and I
you-
can carry him between us.
Okay.
yeah, because I was just gonna
Yeah.
say you've got like you've got
I've got
tied up-
the captive
you're
guy.
grappling that guy. Like you've got that
Yeah,
guy
true.
held. You can't easily do further carrying. He will at one point attempt to slip out. So do roll me your ridiculous roll. No, frankly, don't bother.
No. I mean, it was a 17, and then I add
Roll it.
11 athletics on that, so...
I was just like, wait, you could roll like a nat one.
No.
He's got an 11 total, and you got a plus 11.
Well, I have a plus 11, and I rolled 17, so...
He squirms a bit.
Yeah, I'm...
It doesn't do anything. Yeah, so you come down this side street. There's like just somebody's like house. Morgan, it's all dark. You go up, you knock on the door. A light, flickering light of a candle comes up, and then an older man with like a balding head and some gray temples in like an old timey nightshirt with knobby knees and slippers. He's got like a stocking cap on. He's bleary-eyed. He's holding a little candle holder with a candle in it. He goes, "Yes, can I help you?"
I'll use my slut can't to be like, sorry for being last
Yep.
minute. We need a safe place, and I'll give them the password.
Yes, of course. This way. He leads you in to through like a little sort of general kitchen dining single room area to a door that just leads to like a back room. It's kind of like a storage room, but it's mostly empty. There's a few chairs and some sacks of grain or something. Nothing much else going on here.
I would like to give a fist bump to what I'm assuming is a fellow old guy who fucks.
It's an old guy who belongs to the cult of blood sugar sex magic.
So, yeah.
So yeah, he fucks.
He could belong to the cult in the sense that they pay him, but it could also be as you have, as you presumed.
There's a Zwilf,
Could be-
a
it could be
Zaddy
the
who likes to
cleaner.
fuck.
could in fact be the
Uh,
boot cleaner.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so you're here with like one dead assassin and a live
Uh,
grappled assassin. I would
I-
like Copernicus to make me a history roll.
Yeah, and also Peter is gonna take this time to say that Peter doesn't like torture scenes, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask for like a fade to gray on if we do
Oh
anything.
no,
with
I
this.
have no intention
Yeah,
of
yeah.
actually describing this.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to
Yeah.
describe it.
Yeah.
And
cool.
honestly,
No,
Trauma
the-
doesn't really want to torture him. He just wants to scare the shit out of the guy and get the information
Yeah.
from him.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay,
And
so
this
I'm
is
rolling
why
for 3.
I need this roll first. Yeah. So roll me the
That's
history
20,
roll.
baby! That's a
Woo!
30!
Oh
30.
whew.
Well,
I
you heard the muffled guild protection cry from this guy. So you, being a worldly fellow that you are, and not because you've ever had any particular need, certainly no direct knowledge. This is entirely hypothetical, if anyone asks. But you know a few things about the Assassin's Guild. So you know, for example, that if this guy tells you anything, he's dead. That's a rather disincentivizing situation to be in. If he tells you anything about who hired him or why he was hired, there's very good chance he doesn't know, because that's how the guild works, right? Like if you're hiring assassin from a guild, and you go to the guild to make the hire, why would they send the guy who actually did the negotiating?
That
Like
makes
it just
sense.
doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah.
So chances are very good this guy has no idea who hired him, but he would have to have knowledge about who, like what he was told, right? Who he's going after, and so on. He would, of course, like be basically under threat of death for letting you know anything too much, right? So, for example, if you ask him to give up, like, who is his superior in the guild that said, or who gave him his orders, stuff like that, that would absolutely be a death sentence for him to tell you. But with your nat 20, frankly, you just know everything that would be useful to know for this interrogation. Like, you know the sorts of things that he would know.
You and Barb
You-
spent a wild weekend with an assassin once.
Yeah.
You've read a book about an old man who hired an assassin from the guild to assassinate some enemies once upon a time. That
Theoretically.
were a problem, theoretically.
Yeah. Funny how
Or
that
one
works.
of your family, you read a story about an old man who had a family member who was a member of the Assassin's Guild and knew a lot about it. And that guy told the old man about it, but shouldn't have, and got killed by Assassin's Guild, but got saved by the old man in this story. Anyway, it's a long story. It's definitely in a book that you read one time, and it's definitely not a thing that happened to you personally, specifically.
So I think what Pernie's gonna propose, I don't know if this works as a workaround, but he doesn't need to tell us anything. What if we just say things, and if we say something that's wrong, then he just needs to blink. That's all he needs to do. And we just test out some theories and see if we can get confirmation on it. I also definitely want to do the interrogate the dead guy, but
Yeah, I was going to say, the dead guy, on the other hand, has no compunction about telling you things.
He can't get any deader.
Yeah, and also he doesn't get to choose. That's the whole thing about the dead dead guy. It's not literally the dead guy who's being questioned. It's the corpse as being forced to give information about the things that the person who used to inhabit it knows. So yeah, it's up to you. It's also up to you how much you want to know. Like, you do also know, Copernicus, that for example, the dead guy could probably be able, tell you like who runs the Assassin's Guild in Ravensfall, for example. You're not sure that's a thing you want to know.
yeah, I actually don't think I want to avoid. So the questions that I've written, I've got 7 questions I've written out. I know I can only ask 5, but I'd love to, like, if you guys have pitches or whatever, I'd love to like workshop this list. Who do you think hired you? Not that he'd know, but like I'm sure he's got suspicions. I think would be a helpful one. Are there more assassins coming? I think would be a helpful one.
I think we could almost say yes on that one. Like,
There are.
Trumland's family's gonna keep sending assassins.
So I'm gonna.
You also, again, I'm going to give you lots of information because of that nat 20. You know it's damned expensive to hire assassins from the Assassin's Guild.
Okay.
This is not something that people do casually, and it's also going to be a diminishing return. Like if the Assassin's Guild takes a job and then tries to act on it and like loses a bunch of people, they're going to be
Yeah, what happens if they like wipe and like several assassins are killed or missing?
they would
Imagine that's bad.
It would depend on the nature of the contract, because if it happened because of withheld information, for example, the Assassin's Guild would not be happy with the client.
I have a question. I'm worried for the game master. What would happen if, say, would it upset the guild if like one of their assassins was marched through the town with his face visible? That humiliate them a little bit,
like to humiliate the guild, like to be like, this guy's an Assassin's Guild member.
Like, I mean, would it make them look bad at least? Like, oh shit, you actually managed to catch a fucking assassin and put a hit on you.
Yeah, to an extent. Like, it would certainly make, again, this is information you're getting through Copernicus, because you wouldn't know much about this, but
I would know nothing
20'd his history roll. I mean, you could roll a history roll and see how much you know, but...
my history sucks, I'm not bothering.
Bernie's open booking all of this.
Yeah.
But I would, so the what that would potentially do, though, is just maybe cause, like, internal political stuff between guild chapters, like, you know what I mean? Like, it would be embarrassing to who? It might be like, the common people, a lot of them would be like, assassins? What? Is that a thing?
I know, I was more
or
about
not care because they
themselves.
see it as a like, Assassin's Guild members aren't hired by, like, Fishmonger Bob to go and kill, his rival. They're hired by noble houses against one another, right? So it's the sort of thing where the common people might not give a shit. But it would potentially embarrass the Ravensfall Guild in the eyes of, like, other guild chapters. But again, that doesn't, I mean, it depends on what you want. Like, that doesn't particularly harm the people who hired them in any way.
I'm going to flat out ask the guy, honest question here. Is there any value in us returning you alive to them? Like, is there anything of value to us? Is there a reason we shouldn't just kill you?
Oh, well, he'll immediately bargain. Like, he'll say, so, like, and first of all, just from Copernicus, like, so even if he equivocates, Copernicus with that nat 20 knows some of what this would be. So what he means, so back to when he was like guild protection, what that means is, effectively, he's saying, I'm a member of a guild, don't mess with me or you're messing with the guild. So, like, for example, if you were to just murder this guy, it's possible, depending on how important he is to his guild, that would cause them to do some, like, well, we're going to kill these people or attack them or whatever, separate from contract, right? Because you don't know who they have a contract against, although you do have a pretty strong suspicion because you found out.
It's strong.
Yeah, I tell him, like, look, I'm going to be blunt with you. You can scream guild protection all you fucking want, but you're going to try to kill us anyway. So threatening us that, oh, the guild's going to come after us when they're coming after us is very little to us right now.
And it's just so unfortunate that when we tried to break the cyanide capsule, you chewed it and killed yourself just before we could stop you. Isn't that very unfortunate, friend?
So if you want to be your like, I personally would rather not murder you. I would rather return you, but I need to know there's a benefit to me and my friends that you get home alive.
I will buy my life.
Does that protect me in the long run? No.
What are you offering?
Gold. I have my payments for my jobs. I will give you gold for my life.
Do you have enough that you can buy off the contract that was paid?
He kind of looks startled, and Copernicus, you would know that that's not possible, right? He wouldn't have been the one who was negotiated with, and he can't decide, not to. It's the guild that decides the contract.
Some of my questions for the dead guy would be relevant to, like, maybe interrogating this guy.
Yeah.
I might quickly pop into the side room. Once an hour has passed and I can finish a short rest, I might pop into the side room and cast Speak with Dead.
Cool. Also, Ugna is not smart enough to figure this out, but Alina knows that, like, if we send this guy back alive, he can also bring word to the Assassin's Guild of, like, so these guys are way more challenging than we thought. Maybe we don't want to take further contracts against them.
Or maybe maybe the contract we have wasn't worth what we're being paid
Yeah.
for it, and we've got to
And they'll ask way
renegotiate,
more.
and maybe they won't be able to afford it.
I personally think
Not if they're the
this is a
Boltries.
lot- I think clout with these organizations is going to be worth a lot more in the long run than any money that we can get out of this guy.
Yeah.
Having this is somebody who has a very valuable set of skills.
Okay, now he's Liam Neeson in my mental picture. No, he's Kermit. I don't know if you guys have.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Have you guys heard that? What was? Oh, it was Seth MacFarlane did Kermit the Frog at doing the Liam Neeson speech from Taken. That was good.
He's a lizard man, but it's a frog. It's a frog guy.
Yeah, this guy's a lizard man with like a frilly little neck piece.
But not actually a frog, because otherwise I'm his queen.
No.
You better
He's
listen
a
to me.
lizard man. He's a lizard man named Kermit.
Good.
I personally
He's
think
very slight, very long fingers, very dexterous.
He almost
Personally,
committed
and-
murder.
Oh no.
Okay, no, that's the episode title. I've been waiting for a good episode title.
Both personally and professionally, I think it is a good move to be merciful and let him on his way with some small form of embarrassment.
I don't even want to do that. I want to return him flat out, but I want to be there because I view it as if we can bring back an assassin to one of his handlers or intercepts, it shows that we are not scared of them. Also that, oh shit, like, they turned back our assassins and actually brought him back to us. This contract was not, we didn't get all the information we needed.
Before we commit to that, can I have my little question session?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And I think I'm even gonna say, like,
Did you want to have the question? Did you want to have a question session first? Like you could
Yeah.
have not like you could have tied this guy up and left him.
Let
until
him
you
stew for a bit.
had your short
Yeah.
rest.
Whoops.
Have your
Yeah.
your questioning the dead.
Buddy, did you fall off?
We should strip him down just in case he's holding some other kind of weapon.
Yeah, you search him. He does have weapons on him. He has nothing else on him.
Right.
He and the dead guy were both wearing just these like very utilitarian black robes. They have like sort of a very stripped down disguise kit that's basically just like weapon black and face soot and this sort of stuff. They're wearing shoes that are like almost like a Japanese tabi, but with like leather padding on the bottom for like barefoot level dexterousness, but like with grip. And he has various blowgun, knife, that kind of stuff on him. The one you killed has still got a couple of darts on his person and a tiny little capsule-like ink pot sort of thing that fits in the belt. Yeah, that's about it.
Who wants those?
They have. Aw,
Hey, you too.
so nice.
Hi, bud. So good. Thank
Nice
you.
little green
afraid.
bites.
Thanks, bud.
I'd be too afraid if it like broke in my purse.
Yeah.
So
alright, well,
questioning the dead guy.
Yeah, so the questions that I'm going to ask, I think, are going to be, and I'm not committing to this yet. I'd love to get group input. So who do you think hired you? We know it's the Bolsheviks, but I think it's still worth finding out, even just who they think it is or who they think
Yeah.
they're dealing with. If you had to interrogate a member of the Assassin's Guild, how would you get them to talk? So an inside perspective on that would be good. What do you know about Kermit's family? I would find
Ooh.
leaving Kermit with a little note that we know something about him, just so that he knows, like, this is what it's like when you have someone coming for you where you live. Like, you're doing it to us, we can do it to you. What did the contract buyer tell you about us? What information did they give you about us, so we know what they know? And then, under what terms could the contract to kill Tromlin be broken or rescinded? Do those sound like reasonable?
Those sound good. That was 5, right?
That's 5, yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, I'll go with those unless we have alternate suggestions, which I'm very open to.
No, all of them.
I love that the Linnies are perfectly camouflaged against my background.
Yeah, whoa.
They're gone. There's just little beaks moving.
Yep.
Shadow. Okay, so what's the list of questions you're going for?
I'll post it in the chat just so you can see them.
We were talking about wrapping up early. Did you guys want to finish this scene first, or do you want to? Because this questioning
Get
could
some
probably
answers?
take a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to get
honestly
these answers
take care of
first?
my kid, but you guys don't necessarily need me here for it, though.
Yeah.
I'm happy to. I could go for longer, or I'm happy to wrap early. Either way, I don't know if like Lane, you want time to plan the answers or anything. I know that like all the
let me see the
divination
list.
type
Where'd you
spells
post it?
I just posted
Hey,
it
buddy.
in general of our private.
Buddy, you fell off.
Yep.
Uh,
Okay, I see it. So the questions are: who do you think hired you? If you had to interrogate a member of the Assassin's Guild, how would you get them to talk? What do you know about Kermit's family? What did they tell you about us? And under
By
what
you,
terms?
I mean the hiree.
Yeah, I figured. Under what terms could the contract to kill Tromlin be broken or rescinded? Okay. Yeah, I can just give you the information. There's not much point role playing the dead guy. As before, you get the whole like, the voice comes out to Blade. It's you're like, oh, it would take a miracle. Who do you think hired you? His answer will be one of the noble houses in Ravenfall. I don't think he would have anything more specific to go on to know more than that. He would, you're basically asking the dead guy based on the knowledge this body had. So he would have to be someone who can afford it. It's an assassination attempt that was specific to one person.
Yeah.
It's going to be some noble. It's not likely. It could be like a rich merchant as well. I wouldn't rule that out. But
None of those want Tromlin dead, so yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know anything about Tromlin is the problem.
Yeah.
So he doesn't. So he just sort of you get that guess effectively. You want to mute yourself, Lena? The boys are very loud. If you had to interrogate a member of the Assassin's Guild, how would you get them to talk? This is really good. Like,
how would you get information out of them, I guess?
This whole thing is better than he would have assumed possible. Like, what you're doing now is more than he could have imagined is doable.
Okay.
Like, because his opinion as a mortal would have been, you can't.
Yeah.
We'll kill ourselves first. We keep from knowing information about each other. We very specifically prevented from knowing things in order to make it so that you can't interrogate us. But this whole trick, this whole you can use magic. So like magic is basically what he would say is like magically pulling information out is the only way he can think of, and only really because this seems way more effective than he would have thought you could do. What kind of crazy wizardry is this? It's bad.
The dark kind.
But I can't. I'm dead.
Yeah.
What do you know about Kermit's family? So the other assassin named Kermit.
Yeah, or I'm gonna say Kermit's personal life. I might change that too.
He knows that Kermit is an orphan, as are many of the members of the guild.
That makes sense.
He he knows that Kermit has connections, like has he has a personal life. Like he knows that he goes off to like meet other people. So he knows there are people that he cares about in the
Yeah.
city. Beyond that, he doesn't know anything.
Doesn't know who they are. Okay.
And then what did they tell you about us? So he knows his, in terms of they meaning the people who hired you, he doesn't know those people, he's never spoken to those people, he knows nothing whatsoever about what they know. But assuming that you mean, like, what were they told about you from his higher ups that gave him his instructions?
Yeah, yeah.
He knows exactly the disguise that Tromlin was using. So he was informed to be looking for. So Tromlin, let's say that you're currently with the tattoo, you were appearing to be like a middle-aged human guy with like short dark hair and a hawk nose and a little goatee. Like he describes your disguise exactly.
That could have been a
So,
bride.
someone who
knows
saw us
that
come
you
off the
were-
ship.
Or I mean, someone
Or-
who knew that you I mean, seeing you come off the ship, like, why would they be after that person? Someone who knew that Tromlin had become that disguise. Or someone who had seen through it using like magic or something. Like someone knew that you specifically were disguised in that way, assuming that the assassination attempt was against you and not someone who just happened by random chance to look exactly like what you disguised yourself as. How inconvenient. He also says that they were told how many companions you had, and that is why they used the area, like to create a cloud that would also weaken you, but also make it harder to see who's attacking. You basically get out of this that it's pretty clear from your questioning that the contract was only on Tromlin. None of the rest of you were targets of you were all described in detail, but as like the companions. And again, Morgan is included. So this is like relatively recent. Ugna is included and being described as a large figure in a boat cloak. Like, again, your current disguise is included in the instructions they were given.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it could be a lot of people.
And I think that's probably. There might be a little bit about capabilities, but probably very little. Like just that you had tough friends. I don't think there would be nothing specific about Morgan's powers or abilities. But I actually no, there probably is like magical friends with magical powers, including the White Satyr and the old man. And then like tough fighty orc in a boat cloak. Yeah. There is some detail there. And then I think that's probably about as much as we would have been told about. And then under what terms could the contract to kill Tromlin be broken or rescinded? It's not so much about terms. It would be up to the higher ups in the guild. Like, so it's above his pay grade, but he would hypothesize basically that like, if it turned out that the information they were given wasn't, if the target was more difficult or dangerous, or there was withheld information, then the upper ups in the guild might say, nope, we were given wrong information. This is not acceptable. We're not filling the contract. Or, it's possible, depending on the chapter, that someone could like out negotiate whoever hired the guild. It's not unheard of, but it's kind of up to the chapter. If an individual chapter of the guild is all like, we're super honored, no, we will always fulfill our contract. Once we've agreed to do it, we'll do it no matter what, even if it like destroys our guild. Like, that would be dumb, but if it's old school D&D and someone's like, oh no, I'm lawful evil as an Assassin's Guild leader, I have to do it. Anyway,
Hmm.
so basically, he doesn't know. He imagines there are circumstances where such could be the case, but he doesn't have enough specific information. Yeah, like it's probably more likely, for example, in this given specific case, it's pretty obvious that you guys had more magic than they really expected to come up against. And maybe that's going to lead to like some kind of situation, but he would guess a renegotiation. He would guess like a no, we need more money. You're not paying us enough to do this. We're either going to not fulfill the contract or you got to pay us more. And then if the person can afford it, they pay more. So it's possible that the contract could be lifted over this whole snafu, but it could just result in more money exchanging hands, and it's above his pay grade to know.
So
And that's your 5.
Pernie's pitch to the party is, I think we go back to the living guy. If one of you people with like very good social skills can either intimidate or persuade him, like just say like we know you have people you care about in the city, I can detect thoughts and try and pull a face or a name or something, so that we can like really let him know that we know, and then just tell him like we send the Boltries our regards. They'll have to try a lot harder, and tell the guard that tell the guild they deserve a lot more, and like send him on his way. That's my pitch.
If you want somebody to scare somebody, I'm probably your best bet. I will like make myself very big and imposing.
I was gonna say I could also charm him to get himself safely back to home base.
Yeah.
You can combo this shit. Like
Yeah,
there's
Yeah.
enough
great.
Yeah.
good cop, bad cop, where one person has charmed someone to be the good cop, and the other is using like supernatural intimidation to be the bad cop. Is
I will
pretty
also be
fucking
bringing him like snacks
spectacular.
and water.
Well, I also have the. If I can talk to him for 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think like between you, like Morgan, I assume you're talking about the charm person.
Yeah.
Full on spell, but like that combo, like yeah,
I think we just.
is that sound like a plan? Does everyone agree to
Yeah.
that? Is Tom
Yeah.
cool with it?
I do want to search him though. If there's anything on him that identifies
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, you guys already no, there is not.
Of course,
But
I didn't think
with
there would
control,
be, but
Yeah.
with detect thoughts, you can get a lot of that out of him.
Yeah, I think the main thing, I'm gonna not probe very deep, but when they're doing the intimidate or talk or whatever, I'll keep it latent, but I'm gonna do the deep push to the moment to ask him about people he knows.
Okay.
Just because I would like him on the back foot in general. So I'm not gonna do the probe deeper until we like pop the questions front. So we know people in the city.
Yeah.
I wanna just see.
Okay,
Morgan
Alright,
will also
so-
be giving like a sorry before she charm persons, so that like because you know exactly who and when you were charmed, like that apology will be right before
Yeah.
she does it.
Yeah.
that's fine. Okay, so let's get a roll from Ugna for intimidate,
Yep.
and I assume you're using all your tricks.
Yep. I'm just gonna mark one more of those off.
So with the
Commanding
aid that you got from the
presence.
others, with the aid you have from the others, you're rolling with advantage.
Yeah.
You have a plus. You have a +8 to intimidate,
Yep.
and then you also have your commanding presence, which adds your superiority die to the roll.
Yep.
So roll a d20 with advantage, and then
I'm
add
so glad
8
I
plus
had-
a d8.
I'm so glad I had advantage on that because one of them was a roll, or one of them was a nat 1.
And the other
The other is a 12 plus 8, which is a dirty 20.
20,
And then
And roll your
another 4.
and then add a d4 because I assume you're getting guidance for this.
Ooh, yeah, probably. And another 4.
So we're at 28, and then he is rolling to resist, but you, because of your menacing, you can give him the frightened condition.
I can indeed.
For you specifically. So I will give him disadvantage on his resistance roll for this intimidation.
That's a 15 DC for wisdom.
His low roll here is a 6.
Ooh.
Yeah, you got
Yeah. I don't think Morgan has seen this before, but the rest of you have, where Ugna's usually like quite smiley, fun, silly Ugna. But when she turns on the "I am large and intimidating," it is fucking terrifying. She will do this
I don't know how many.
in the ring sometimes.
I don't know how many of you have seen the meme of like there's the anime trope of like the one person's back against the wall, and the other person who's larger has the hand next to them. There's been a
Yeah.
trope, a meme of people doing that with a foot. So there's like a giant Ugna boot, like bam, on the wall next to the face as he's pushed back, and then you lean in next to your own foot.
And I will get in really, really close and in like the deepest, lowest orc rumble I can be like, "You might be paid to kill people. I'll do it just for fun." And like stare him dead in the eyes. And you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm very aware of Ugna could murder all of us if she wanted to. I'm very glad she doesn't want to."
So yeah, you win, frankly.
We won D&D!
Yeah, across,
Hooray!
across this entire scene.
Yeah.
This is you're getting
Morgan
what you
comes
want
in
out
with,
of
like,
this.
a shaky little like saucer, and he's like, "Oh, you know, we don't actually like want to like kill you. Like, I'm really sorry."
You're like,
I just
you're
snort.
good coughing with the whole like,
Yeah.
do what she says. She's crazy. I'll do whatever I can to get you out of this
Yeah,
alive, but I can promise nothing.
Yeah, literally, that's not an exaggeration or a lie.
Yeah. Yeah, and with your control thoughts, I rolled some saving throws.
Or detect thoughts.
That's what I meant. Sorry, detect thoughts. You do some casual questioning about like we know people, you have people you care about in the city, and you like dig in and get like a name of
utilizing-
you get
Empathetic.
Yeah.
I almost forgot I had that as well.
Oh yeah.
you get a name
And then
like Marigold or something.
Morgan can drop that in conversation.
Well, or Copernicus can.
Oh yeah,
since he's the
yeah.
one.
I'll send it over to
Let's see.
Morgan on the stone so that she can do that.
I hate to have something bad happen to Marigold.
I will actually flat out lean against him and say, just so we're clear, I can also put out a contract on Marigold. You may get me, but she may die too.
Copernicus is like shows off how much gold he has handy. Of course, half of it is like Werther's originals, but like there's still a fair amount of gold in there.
It's dark in here.
It's dark.
So what were you
There's
trying to get
their
out
way
of
to
him?
go.
Like other than you want to send him with a message to the guild, but what else? Were you trying to get something else out of him?
Like
I don't think so.
Like I'd ask more or less the same questions. I guess when did the hit come in? Like when did the contract come in?
He has no idea, but he assumes recently.
I mean,
'Cause again,
he's got like
he got
fresh
his orders
information.
tonight.
Yeah,
He's
he's
got
got
his
like
orders tonight.
brand fresh information.
Like within the last few hours. He does not not to try and force him to tell you things like who he reports to or who his superiors are, because those are the things that'll just get him killed.
Yeah, then I think we've done a good rattling. I'm happy to send him.
Yeah, and we're basically just make him go and tell the guild that we're worth a lot more gold than they got paid.
Yeah, they got scammed by the.
Yeah.
You're trying to you want him to basically report back saying, "Oh my goodness, did we ever
Underestimate this group."
underpaid?"
Ooh.
And then you're also throwing out the name, like tell the the Boltries or whatever.
Yeah.
Which you don't detect any when you detect thoughts on that, he actually has never heard the name. He's the kind
Well-
of guy who's not even.
But he can report that to
like
his
the nobility.
higher ups,
Doesn't
and
know
then
that.
they can.
He doesn't know the Boltries.
Yeah. All right.
As we
You also know
release
what it
him,
means.
Yep.
before we release him, I'll say, I promise you, I'm happy to set up a contract with a rival guild that if anything happens to me, she's dead. Are we clear?
Okay. He's like wetting himself level terrified here, like between.
Oh wait, Trauma's lying. He's not gonna do that.
Oh no. Yeah.
I'm really hoping that Marigold is a pig lady.
Oh yes, yes, please, yes, 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 please.
If it's his daughter, then it's got to be half pig,
Oh.
half frog.
She's frog on the inside.
Yep. She's an old school
I'm
D&D
sorry,
orc
I'm
with
so
the pig
sorry.
snout.
I'm
Yep.
so sorry.
Okay, so
Right,
shall we wrap it there?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I gotta take care of my kid.
Yeah.
He's getting really.
We'll see you
We're
later.
we're gonna wrap it up anyway, Randy. So it's
Yeah.
all good. So audience, I know we're a little early, but we, because we're out, Jeff, and we're all kind of a little beat up this week, we're gonna call her quits now, and pick up here next game
Yeah. So we'll see you all in 2 weeks.
on the 26th.
And if you want to see me streaming again, I will be streaming on Altered Echo Archives this Sunday at 12 noon PST. We pick it back up with our new campaign. It'll be a lot of fun.
Pretty great.
Yeah. Lane.
I'm. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, I finally have a thing to plug. I'm launching a new deck of creative prompts for like writers and storytellers and DMs. It's a deck for creating lore, and especially like lore webs. So you can like create a faction that has a hit put out on a certain character. This is all totally hypothetical. And then that character has connections to a location, and then that location is where an ancient battle happened, and that ancient battle is where a new creature was deployed in the battlefield for the first time. You can create all these really fun lore links between the things that you're making. It's all powered by your creativity, and you can visit it at storyenginedeck.com/lore to see the pre-launch page. It's launching next month.
Nice, nice, nice. Lane, do you want to roll me a d10?
Also, are you going to shout out about VanCaf next weekend?
Oh yeah, VanCaf, if you are in the greater Vancouver area, is a free comics con at the in Yaletown at the Roundhouse Center. Come and check it out. If you are in the area, it's going to be a ton of fun. There's going to be a bajillion comics people there. It's going to be very cool. It's all free to enter.
All right.
All right.
I rolled a 10 on the D10. I don't know if Randy's still with us, but Randy, draw. Oh, yeah. You want to shout out your?
No, like I said, I gotta go, guys. Like my dog.
Yeah. See ya, Randy.
All right.
Bye, all.
Bye, Andy.
See you, Randy.
That is Red Chris.
Red Chris, you are going to be receiving the next
Sketch.
sketch.
Since Randy is already out of here, I am going to show off some sketch cards.
Yes, sketch cards. Some examples of some of the amazing art that you could get if you subscribe
If
to
by
the channel.
amazing you mean fucking ridiculous.
Yes.
This batch was one I did that was all anime prompts, and it's fun.
So yeah, if you like some of this artwork and you'd like to receive some of this artwork for your very own, please do subscribe to the channel. We randomize every game,
Yep.
and one of our subscribers receives
So we have
the sketch cards.
lovely Morgan, being cute.
Nice.
We have an exceedingly cute schoolgirl Ugna. It's fucking ridiculous.
I love that
Perfect.
these are all
It's
from anime
absolutely
prompts.
perfect.
I had to scale up the anime model quite a lot to hit Ugna proportions. Where's the other one? I have a very sexy chef, Tromlin.
I really like that one.
I'm really
That's so
happy with that one.
perfect.
I'm really, really happy with that one.
I'm sad you're not in here right now.
I
Well, you'll
know.
see it.
Yeah.
We'll
This
make it-
is maybe my favorite image I've ever drawn of Fetid. Oh, where is it? It opened on a different screen. There he is. That's Anya Forger Fetid.
Really cute.
He's so cute.
Nice.
And then brace yourselves for this one because it is
Oh,
inexplicably Zaddy Perny. Oh, did it not go?
Inexplicable
There you
Zaddy.
go.
No, it's there. I just
He's
it was there.
He's so
It just didn't.
Zaddy.
Oh
yeah.
my god. The
Inexplicably,
Oh my
Zaddy is definitely a band name or something.
Yep.
Nice.
There we go.
Also, that he's a short king.
Yeah.
So, like, this is a severely zoomed in shot.
Yep.
Very much so.
Yep. Good. Anyway, we'll keep inflicting art
Excellent.
like this on all y'all.
Okay, so tune in next time, and we'll have some more shenanigans with
Excellent.
trash heroes.
Thanks for joining us, y'all.
Think so.
Bye, y'all.